So the BBC launched some new TV series called Inside Dubai, the Playground of the Rich. So far, we could see a couple of episodes of that series, and what can we say about it so far? Well, in new BBC series, we can see Dubai portrayed as a city of unhealthy wealth, a city where the rich have time of their lives, while the rest of the society mostly serves their interests and live in the poverty, discrimination, and abuse. Dubai again appears as a result of the sick ambitions and the crazy wild dreams of Arabian sheikhs. Even Will Mellor, a guy who gave his voice for the narrative for the series, sparked a rage over Twitter for his appearance in that series, in that project called Inside Dubai, the Playground of the Rich. So if you visit a comment section of Will Mellor, the words like slavery, poverty, and social stratification won't be not that hard to find. And that's the image of Dubai that BBC shows us lately. The image which we kind of get used to as British outlets. In British outlets, we don't see anything different from that. So how long ago was it? Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, when all covers in Britain had a ruler of Dubai on their front pages regarding the latest news from the family court in Dubai. But why is BBC targeting Dubai for some time now? And why it keeps showing Dubai in that way? Of course, as it always is, the picture is bigger than what we see, and problem is more complex than what we think. I gave a very detailed answer to that question on my previous video called Will Dubai Fall? And also painted a bigger picture for you guys in another video called A Ruler of Dubai Explained, so you can watch both of them now. But what I can tell you very briefly about the whole situation is this. Of course, starting from a global perspective, currently we are having we are seeing a raising of rivalization between the US and China about world domination and how the global trade would look like in the future. And both sides, US and China, are using their international influence to convince some significant partners, some significant countries, to pick side. And GCC countries, the countries of the Gulf Cooperation Council, which includes UAE and includes Dubai, those countries are very important for China because they are the biggest exporters of crude oil and other supplies for Chinese manufacturers. So the Western countries would really like see UAE to pick a part of the West and do the politics with the Western countries. While the UAE would rather stay neutral and reap all the benefits from trading with everybody, with both sides, and be the center of the system between the West and the East, as it was before, like 500 years ago, when the center of the global trade system was placed in Baghdad. And Dubai wants to be neutral, wants to be a Baghdad 2.0, as I explained before. So the Brits try to convince Dubai to pick Western side in that rivalry, but Dubai wished to stay neutral, and process of discussing the Dubai's image to the international public is one of the tools used by the Brits and used by the Western to convince Dubai to pick a side. But still, there is one thing that BBC series Inside Dubai, a Playground of the Rich, points out very well, and that's the condition of the youngest generation. If you've seen the episode with the guy called Money Kicks, I think you notice what I'm talking about. So that episode brought me that old sentence, which was, the hard times make strong people. The strong people make a good times, and good times make soft people who make hard times again. So I think that one of the biggest problems and the biggest questions for UAE and Dubai to be asked and to be answered is, what's the real condition of the youngest generation? What values they share and what skills they have? Are they gonna be able to face all the problems that future will bring? Well, I think that's a real question and big question which should be asked and should be answered not only in Dubai, UAE, across the Gulf, but in many, many other countries.